Also, I am guessing that if you were to put it in, well, I've tried to put a small amount of the hand wash detergent in to the candy. That was a 20 milliliter amount. So this fabric softener cap is 20 milliliters. I topped it off and put it into the drum. Half an hour later, foam is up to there, coming out of the drawer, and everything else. But this stuff, you check out overflowing machines. He's got a few good videos, especially the one with the Whirlpool Duet. He puts an entire bottle of dish soap in. Yeah, a whole bottle of dish soap. Why he does this, I have no idea, but that guy's pretty cool. I think the videos are from about 10 years ago, so pretty bad quality, but yeah, I so want to do it with this. Just empty a whole bottle of dish soap. Once it's filled up, straight into the drum. Just boom, squeeze it really hard, or actually no, just take the top off and just go boom. Just every last bit. I wasn't actually thinking, oh yeah, I was just thinking about doing a service cycle actually. £400 washer. Sensors are basically disabled. Yeah. 27 litre drum. So it's basically it's you want to put it into 10 litres to the kilogram. The 10 litres to the kilogram type of thing. It'll be 2.7, and I think 1 to 9 it's 3 kilograms, but it's 3 litres off. I mean, I don't care, it's 3 kilograms, and it pretty much is. I mean, a tenth of the capacity off in a domestic machine is incredible. Anyway, I do think that the cool thing that I'm going to do is probably, well, if I next go to somewhere like a holiday where, I've got dump valve, Ipsos or Primus machines or other things like that, I'm going to throw in some of that Daz with some of my clothes and just see what the hell it does. Because I've seen what it does to a domestic machine, and I would love to do it a wash and dry. Although, I doubt anyone would be too impressed. But, yeah, a teacher of mine at school, a teaching assistant of mine that's been working with me at school, her brother, back in, I think it was around the time where there was vintage, really old, I'm guessing it was around the 70s, where there was really, really old Zanussi machines, and her brother didn't know that he was supposed to use a different detergent. So he didn't really understand what automatic detergent was. They still had a twin tub. So, right, he grabs, this is actually technically twin tub detergent. So he grabs the twin tub detergent. He grabs a scoop, right? Puts God knows how much in, and then basically just empties it into the main wash and pre-wash to wash his football kit. I actually don't know how much it was, but she said that because it's on so they were in a flat, and there was a balcony outside. The washer was on the balcony, and she saw something flying around that was white. And she thought, what in the world is this? She opens the door and there's just suds all over the floor. It was sorted out with some fairy, green fairy soap. I've only seen it in museums where it's like a green bar. I'm guessing either anybody that works with just hand washing clothes, or is a very old, or is a person that actually remembers when, or has somehow got a bar of this green fairy soap. And I'm guessing that, well, they can just remember using it at some point. But I prefer to use the Daz hand wash detergent if I want to make some serious foam. But I want to whip something up really quick. It's dish soap. But enough chit chat. God, I love that sound. I always slam a bottle down if I'm doing something. Well, if I got a bottle or something, I just go. Never gets old. Anyway, so it's time to do a little experiment. Focus. Please focus. 35 millilitres of detergent. And a whole bunch of mini washer. Oh, I don't even think I'll go for 35. So, make sure that we are focused. Oh, what else have I actually opened the bottle properly? Come on, focus, goddammit. I'm not moving you. Well, it won't focus for some reason. Well, you get the idea. Alright, so 35 millilitres of dish soap. Actually, I think it was about 36. But anyway, really nice smelling. It's lemon fresh flavour. Lemon fresh flavour. Let's have a taste. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to send myself to a hospital, of course, but it does smell nice. Even though I got a cold, that actually does smell pretty decent. So, yes, noisy springs, but it doesn't. It doesn't annoy me. There is some little dry spots on this seal. I've realised that they're not scale spots or detergent stains anymore. They're just little dry spots where it's sort of just gone a bit of a strange colour. And you can see how Zach's seal is just a bit messed up because his suspension's softened up a little bit. So I'm guessing that you've seen a video of mine which has the most views on my channel, which is about 2,000 views. Well, let's turn it up to 11. You gotta have a really quick hand to turn dials quick. Oh yes, this is nice. I wonder if we can just get it to foam up real quick. I use this a lot of the time if I'm just wanting to really scrub something out, or just mainly just rinse all the dirt out of something quickly. Mainly use it to get detergent into things really quickly. I think the suds are going to be yellow. It's almost like the, oh, was it? Oh, it was... It's basic... Okay, so I think the guy's... He's sort of... Oh, I don't know... He sounds like he's Australian. Rodalco 2007, I think. He did a video with an old Indesit with really bad bearings, where he emptied, I think it was about half a bottle of yellow, I think it was Palmolive dish soap, into the drawer, with the drain hose of the machine in the drawer, and the suds was yellow. The suds were yellow. It was really weird. It was pretty fascinating. That was probably one of the first YouTube videos I ever saw. Bearing in mind that I started watching probably when I was about 4, so it was probably early 2008. And I've been, checking out, I guess any of you have seen my sort of ripped hole bit where I've got Airwaves Triller set on. Where I've just ripped it. Yeah, I did something with that to re-upload it, but I'm never going to post a download link or anything like that. I'm just going to leave it as it is, because, well, it's for my enjoyment. But I think apart from the yellow Palmolive video with the Indesit with the bad bearings, I think probably another one that I saw was the 2010 Capacity Cabrio full wash video, but it was sped up, and the music was awesome. I had no idea what it was until I saw a car channel with it in, and it said it was People Just Don't Care by Airwave. And I've been listening, I've been doing stuff with it ever since I downloaded it. I've sped it up, I've slowed it down, I've probably played it a million times. But this is home. I'm not going to stress the motor. That looks thick. Look at that. It's just solid white. How the hell am I gonna clean that up now? God damn it. Nah, it's fine. It's pretty easy. Now, it seems that one has a problem. Now I wonder what it is. Well, he seems to have put the wrong soap in the washing machine again. Yeah, my uncle was a bit of an idiot, back in the day. Okay, so, he was ironing. I think it was at my mum's house, before she met my dad, I think. Or I think it was like around the time where she met my dad. But, yeah, so my uncle was ironing. He dropped the iron on the rug, made a black, basically it was like a cartoonish, iron mark on the rug, which was a pretty funny story. But he tried to cover it up. Obviously got found out, but probably the more hilarious one was where he put literally dish soap in the dishwasher, which, kind of logical mess, sort of. But, obviously, the result, yeah, well, it's pretty obvious. A river of foam in the kitchen. It's so funny watching how people have just fucked up with appliances where they put, the wrong soap in something. And it's so hilarious. But if I use a soap that I know foams up like this hand wash detergent, then I use it in such scarce amounts. It just unlocked. Is this solid? Or... No, that's liquid. That's liquid foam. You open that door and it flies out. You know how you tell? you open it a very small bit, and if it doesn't pass through the little seal gap just as you open that door, it shouldn't be liquid foam. If it passes really easily, then don't open the door. If it passes if it still passes through, I'd just say don't open the door at all. Just run a rinse, run another cycle, just do something to get rid of it all. That's what I'm going to do now, actually. I'm going to fill in the main wash compartment. And just until it sort of hits about here is the water level. So, anyway, yeah, I have done a really cool thing this week. I might actually be able to replicate it as well, where I basically throw in some fabric softener and basically zack. It turns from a suds lock to a water lock, and it looks really cool. Might actually be able to replicate that in a second. I need some agitation, really. Oh my god. Well, that is definitely... Well, that's actually on the heat stage. I don't want it on the heat stage. I don't want it on the drain stage either. Because that's stupid. I don't want it being on the drain stage. So, let's grab our softener. Yeah, this is going to be so much fun. This is going to be a lot of fun if it works. That should be about enough fabric softener. I've never knocked over a bottle of fabric softener. The only time I've seen a bottle of fabric softener bust open was when an idiot knocked a bottle of softener off the shelf at Morrison's. Which, trust me, why? I doubt he did it on purpose, but it's, well, still a tad silly. So I'm only going to let it do a bit of rotation. That's about enough. Let it drain, and then watch the magic unfold. Oh my god, this is going to be awesome. I think that it's actually going to end up turning into a water lock. It was about... Here it goes. Yep, there you go. That's a water lock, basically. This is what a vintage Ipso 25 looks like. Washing Central style, baby. That's the torque draw. Just like a Hoover A3060. Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, your little pool of water in the bottom there. That's the coolest thing you can do. It's awesome to do it. It's really cool. It's literally one of the best, like, party tricks that I know of. Is hurling in some fabric softener during a suds lock at about 800 RPM. It's awesome doing that. It's kind of sad news on Brandon's A3060. It's a bit under the weather. I think it destroyed, I think it was its tachometer at 800 RPM, which I didn't know they had tachometers. I don't think you can get an RPM reading, although I'm pretty sure it's something to do with a module in it, or the timer, something electronic in the timer which tells it how fast it's spinning. But anyway, yeah, the coolest little trick, if you're ever wanting to have a look at the RPM on a JLA, normally it'll have 3 buttons. It's program, and then 2 more. So I think you press program and the second button, let go, and then press the... No, I think you press all 3. I can't remember. When I next go to wash and dry, I might give you a little video tutorial. But you do it, it goes into F5, and you press a button, and it goes into F7, which means it's on, like... It actually goes straight to its speed tachometer, which basically shows you how fast the drum's going. And the JLA 40s at Wash'em and Dry max out at 660 RPM. But the coolest thing is cabinet qualities, right? If I were to put the load that I put on that JLA 40 in the candy at its maximum speed, the candy would be everywhere, even if it was bolted down. These JLAs have no suspension at all, but the main bit for them is cabinet quality, because, well, if it doesn't have suspension, it gets transmitted basically everywhere else. And I've had machines that shake around, that vibrate quite viciously, but not like, tear it off its plinth vibrations. But this JLA was spinning a full-size dog bed, not just like the little sheet that goes on top, an entire an entire dog bed, like it's like a giant pillow basically, but it was on one side of the drum with a small blanket on the other side. And believe it or not, this was going 660 RPM, which is about 300 G-force, I think. It was a JLA 40, which is 18 kilograms. Grabbed a pound coin, put it on its side, and it never fell over. I went back down to the tacho, 660 RPM. Put a bottle of fabric softener on it, and that was barely moving. It's the quality. It's the quality of the bolt down. The strength of the cabinet, and the speed of the drum. A lot of things, but that pound coin didn't move. I might do that with Zachary, perhaps, or a different machine where it can seriously handle it. Like, let's just put this into perspective. What machine can I think of? Oh, yeah. A Miele W5000 WPS. Yes, I'm thinking about that. I wish that they weren't selling one for 1,250 quid, but I guess that's cheap. Because W5000s, when they were out, yes, I saw one. Well, I never actually seen one in person, but I saw one on John Lewis. It was about £2,700, 8 kilogram, with 1800 RPM, capable in the service mode, which is really incredible. But I think probably the coolest thing was Service Gem. One of the guys on Service Gem, who was somehow able to get, I can't remember the model, but it was a Miele WT 2760. I can't remember. I'll have to I'll have to have a look at my Curry's manual where it's at. But it was the more recent sort of washer dryer, which was about £1,100, and the guy got it to hit 2,000 RPM, but it said it on the display. I don't know if it actually was 2,000, but the guy said he's never doing that again. Chris from the Laundry Centre, I think he either has or has had a Miele PW6065, which he said hit 1,800 RPM due to a custom built motor or something like that. I think it was a brushless motor, and it said 1,400, but I don't know if he did something with a speed gun or something, or like a tachometer on the machine. But he said it was around 1,800 RPM. Now the highest I can get is, well, I can go into a very, very special service mode, which in the Candy, well, I can't actually show you because, well, you have to go through a lot to get into this. But I can press a couple of buttons. I can turn the dial to a certain position. I can put it into a service mode. I can turn the dial all the way to Smart Touch, and it will go, and it has hit 1,505 RPM. It says 1,400 RPM. This thing has hit 1,500. But Zachary, on the other hand, hits 1,470 RPM. He's only meant to hit 1,300. That's on the service cycle. I honestly, I can do it right now if you want, if I wanted to, but, well, I'm gonna actually, probably. Actually, I am. I think every single video of mine has been me messing around in the service mode with Zach. I don't think I've ever done a regular cycle. But this is 1,400. This is about 1,400 RPM right here. The machine is modified, by the way. I did have to put a brand new motor in it when I first got it because the bearings sounded almost like Brandon's A3060, which when he first got it sounded like a meat slicer. No exaggeration, it actually did. When I think it was when, I don't know if it was the first set of motor bearings or something like that, but a set, it sounded like a meat slicer. This guy sounded like a meat slicer. Put a new motor in him. That's about 1,000 RPM. Actually, no, actually. No, hang on, judging by that pitch, it's about, no, he's maxed out there. So, when it's meant to be at 900, it's about 1,000. When it's at 700, it's about 850. 500 is around 600 RPM. And no spin, well, cuts it out entirely. No spin. I've never done a rinse hold on this machine. I don't understand why. I just never have. Anyway, so that's my little video on how to make suds, how shit the Candy is, how boss Zach is, and also what to do with some washing up liquid, and a little party trick. See you guys later. Oh yeah, I changed my YouTube channel name because idiots at school wouldn't shut up about it, by the way. Also to Brandon at Florence Ballad A3060, I hope that Chris from the Laundry Centre can seriously help you with your really bad situation. I seriously, dude, I've never had a machine that's had any more problems than a heater problem and motor bearing issues. Drum bearing and motor bearing issues. So I can't really help you because I don't even think it was a heater issue with my Hotpoint WM22. I think it was that I was enabling economy wash and then wondering why it never heated. But it's really sad because if you're gonna have to scrap your mystery washer dryer, then it's just. I mean, put it this way. It took longer than you wanted it to get delivered, and that's a shitty service. But if someone sold it to you saying it might be perfectly working, oh yeah, I've had a few of those. Well, to name a few, my Hotpoint WM14, my Whirlpool AWM 1860, and my 9544W, which the 9544 was the worst I've ever seen. At the back of the drum, I never showed you that. The actual sort of the inside at the very back. There's a little line of rust, but it's not rust in places. I can stick a screwdriver through. I can stick a screwdriver through that drum. I still can't believe how, but it's really shocking. The Whirlpool AWM 1860, I bought it off literally one of the most dodgy guys I can possibly think of. Like, seriously, I had to go to a part of Leeds that I'd never seen before. It was Beast and Leeds, something like that. Beetham, I don't know. But it was a part of Leeds that I'd never seen, and I don't want to go back because it kind of gave me a bit of a sense of like what African slums would look like if they had like real houses. It was really weird. Literally, I saw quite a few broken windows, and they had like basically gates over their front doors, which was really strange. And the warehouse was locked up, but the guy had a Hotpoint, I think it was a TL50 something, but it was basically a match to, I think it was a Hotpoint WM52. It's sort of like a WM22, but like it's a bit more advanced. So it's got like really bubbly, and the door handle sort of bulges out. There's one on eBay in white that's a WM550 something, but it's sort of that. It's like the match to that. And he had it outside, and he just said, well, it's blowing cold air, which was strange, but yeah, he's got a WM61, I think, which, oh god, I spun the drum, and the most horrible sound came out. So, anyone's looking for washers in Leeds, if there's a guy that's on Gumtree, and you look into his profile, please do. And he's got like a large stainless steel Williams fridge, along with like basically like a supermarket chest freezer, or it looks like it's in a warehouse. Please don't buy it, because it's just going to be plagued with issues. There's never really been any good reviews on that guy. And I got sold my AWM with a fucked up timer. It went into it. It's like what happened with Brandon's A3060. Pretty much, it went into a 1000 RPM spin. I switched it off immediately. It was full of water. Everything started coming out the drawer, and oh god, horrible. And then the pressure switch, well, that was me tinkering around with it, but I think I've broken something on the inside of the pressure switch because it's all oxidized right now. But there was rust all over the back of the drum. It's all over the inside of the machine, all over the base, everything. It's just rotting. So I'm probably going to either, if anyone needs like a heating element or like an outer drum unit, a back plate, just the bearings are ivory smooth. I think the machine is, you know, it's mechanically bad, so the timer's really bad. The motor, I think it's permanent magnet motor. But if anyone needs, you know, parts for sort of a Philips Whirlpool, even an AWM 18660 or 1866, please tell me in the comments if you need any parts. I'm going to be keeping it for a while longer. And I may sell some bits and bobs on eBay, but if anyone needs any parts, please tell me in the comments section, because I might strip it down for parts. But again, candies, well, I was saying like and subscribe, but actually no. Again, candies are shit. As a new seat compact is basically God. They last forever. If you have a 9.5, appreciate it. If there's a guy on Gumtree that seems dodgy, don't fucking buy it off of him. Yeah, I did actually get my 9544 off of an old couple on Facebook Marketplace, whom I don't blame at all. It's not their fault. Abused by its previous owner, left in a house which was bought by them. Sad face. Anyway, so, please like the video, and subscribe. And I'm sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. No, just kidding. But, and now a word from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so, no, I'm not sponsored. My YouTube channel isn't monetized. Yeah, fuck monetizing anyway. Oh yeah, screw the policy on the children's thing. Not for the kiddos. Fuck. Yeah, you know what? If you know, you want to see something for the kiddos, just turn on CBeebies, please, and don't take your ass to YouTube, because it's not good. Yeah. Anyway, so, see you guys later. Please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, but you can dislike and be a dick. If you like, modern candy washers, then that's okay. It's fine, but yeah, your floor's probably, smashed to bits. Mine vibrates all the time. Even with this little guy. It's shaking all the time, but not as much as this one. So anyway, if you like and subscribe, thank you. If you dislike, then I can tell that you're childish. See you guys later. Oh, yeah. Potato Pass. There's not many. But I've done it. W1 drum in a Novatronic. Circa 2001. Without the water tank. Modified. But that's probably for something else. So see you guys later.